Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I am bringing to you a chopping block get ready with me. If you're new to my channel, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave if you like what you see today. The concept of the chopping block get ready with me is not a new concept, but the person who specifically inspired me to do a video like this today is the beautiful, the wonderful, the fabulous Emily Noel. You guys may know she is one of my tippy top favorite YouTubers here on the platform, and she inspires me every time she uploads a video. But I had a few products that even after my spring cleaning declutter collection video series, I'll link the playlist below, there's still a few products that were mulling around in my mind. There were either products that I did declutter that I later pulled back out, or that people or friends or family in my life did not choose to take from the declutter pile, or the products that I really haven't tried and there's some reason why or why not I've tried them. I already have my Cotz Face Moisture Lightly Tinted Sunscreen on, and that is it other than eye cream. So the first product on the chopping block today is the Ulta Beauty Effortless FX Hydrating Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Warm, and I'm gonna just put like a pea-size amount on the back of my hand. I think that's still gonna be too much, but that's okay. I mentioned before that I had been using a sponge, like a microfiber sponge from Juno & Co, and I think that may have messed with some of the products that I tested out during that time period. Because of the microfiber texture to the sponge, it doesn't really kind of like absorb any excess product. It also doesn't give any moisture to the skin like a more porous sponge like the Beauty Blender. So I just wanted to try this one more time and see if it was the sponge I was using with this foundation, or if it just really isn't a foundation for me. And what I found before that I really didn't love about this foundation was just it was kind of heavy. I felt like it emphasized texture on my skin and looked kind of cakey. I'm gonna go over the face one more time with the side of the sponge that has no product on it. Make sure it's really pressed into the skin, and that again I absorb any excess product that might be there. And the main goal of today is to get all of this makeup on my face before I sweat it off. Hashtag real life. Yeah, I still don't love the way it looks. It's definitely settling into all of the lines around my lips, which it doesn't normally do. It's kind of emphasizing everything. It's just like sitting on top of my skin. Boo. For concealer, I have the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige, and I just remember this being really dry under the eye, but I just still want to give it one more chance for some reason, because some people love this so much, and it is more of a summer shade for me, which is why I wanted to kind of like try it again now. But again, this is one of those products that I tried during the time period where I was strictly using the Juno & Co sponge, and so I just wanted to give it one more chance to redeem itself. But I thought, well, maybe I went too heavy, maybe it was the sponge, maybe I just have uber dry under eyes. Again, looking at this up close, it is definitely emphasizing texture, looking at dry under the eye. So the next couple of steps are not chopping block products. I will have everything listed down below in the description box for you, and I will be back for blush, I believe. All right, we are back and we're ready for blush and highlight. I kind of forgot how much I love this number 7 bronzer. I have a ton of pan in it, and I just thought I'd pull it out today and I'm reminded how much I love it. It's kind of like on deck for a chopping block get ready with me, so she's staying. So for blush, I have the Revolution Blusher Reloaded in the shade Rose Kiss. This is one of those that I ordered and I've never put it on my face. Why? This color is a little scary. I like the color, but this is super pigmented. I do love a nice pinky blush though, so if this works out, that'd be great. Almost seems like it has a little luminosity to it. That's nice. All right, she can stay. You guys, I think I might be starting the change of life. The hot flashes are for real. Absolutely for real. I have no idea how many times I've bent over while filming because I have a little fan right down here blowing directly on me. The women in my family tend to go into menopause very early. My mom, I think, was the latest one to go into menopause, and she was only 42. So I would definitely have to say it's possible. It's time to go in and have my levels done again. That's a strong blush. I think she can stay for now. This highlighter has been on quite a journey in my collection. I got it at Marshall's. I immediately thought, I think this is too dark for me. It's the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Ballerina. I don't know why I thought this was too dark for me. I don't know. I guess when I swatch it on my skin there, you can see why I think it's too dark for me, but I think in a light fluffy capacity it could work. When I thought it was too dark as a highlighter, I was like, well, maybe as a blush topper, and so I put it in my blush drawer, still didn't use it, and then finally again this year, see, I don't know, it gives kind of a shine, and it doesn't, when I turn my head, it doesn't give like a gray cast or anything, so then I think I decluttered it. Then I pulled it back out of the declutters, which I have a terrible habit of doing sometimes, especially if there's nobody in my life that wants it. And so I pulled it back out, put it in my highlighter drawer, and still haven't used it. So I thought I'd use it today, but it's kind of beautiful maybe. It's doing a nice job of highlighting. It's really pretty. I have no idea if this shade is still available or anything of the like. Frosty. Eyeballs are primed with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I did put on a little bit of a tinted lip oil if you're curious. And the eyeshadow palette that we're going to use today is the Lorac and Rachel Zoe Hollywood Glamour palette. I had two other palettes like this, and I ended up decluttering those in my recent declutter collection series, but I kept this one. This was the one that I liked the best, but you're catching a theme here, I'm thinking. Still haven't used it. So we're gonna use it today and I'm gonna make a decision. I love Lorac shadows, but I don't need to keep them around if I'm not going to use them. So I'm gonna first go into this dark rusty shade. I'm gonna take this on a flat brush, kind of a la Emily Noel style, and I'm gonna place this on the outer corner of the eye. And once I have the bulk of the pigment off of my brush, I'm going to flip this over and sort of pull up toward the end of my brow in the crease. Little Emily Noel eyeshadow tip for you, and it gives you the lift right in the exact right spot if you're doing it in line with the end of your brow. Going in with a big fluffy, I'm gonna go into this little camel brown shade and sort of blend out the shade we have in the crease here. The other question I need to answer when using this palette is, are these shades that I don't have otherwise in my collection, or if I do, Are these different textures? Do I need to keep these in my collection for some reason? I know I love Lorac shadows. I love Lorac shadows. But that doesn't mean I need to keep it just because it's Lorac. If I'm not going to use it, someone else could be using this cute little thing. I think I'm going to take what's left on this flat brush from the Rest shade and just kind of run this on the lower lash line a little. All right, next I'm going to go into this sort of bronzy brownie looking shade with my phalange. It looks like it might have a bit of plum to it. And I'm going to apply that over the middle third-ish of the lid. And then on the inner part of the lid, you guessed it, we're going to go in with this light shade here. This shade, I believe, came broken when I received the palette, but it was almost like a Super Shock shadow where it was kind of easy to like shove it back in there and, you know, go from there. But it is very glittery. So I'm going to attempt to spray my brush and I'm just going to pat this, ooh, my goodness, on the inner third or so. Probably, I like to go to the inner third of the lid, but then kind of blend it to about the halfway point when working with highlighting shades. Patting seems to be the way to go. I can definitely tell you this is not a formula that I have experienced in other Lorac palettes, certainly not their Mega Pros. I'm going to try the phalange. Definitely pick up a lot. Going to press this. Wow. Okay, now that is really pretty. I'm going to grab back the highlighter from Laura Geller and do a little inner corner highlight. Not that we need too much brightening, but when in Rome, it is a really pretty color. Maybe I'll use it now. It could happen. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna pop off of here, finish off the lashes and the brows, and then we'll come back for a lip, and the hair might just look different. You never know. All right, we are back. The hair's did. I don't know if it's better, but it is what it is. I'm not sporting the pirate look. I really wanted to show you these cute new earrings. There is a overseas clothing accessory whatever brand that my daughter's obsessed with right now called Shein. I'll link them down below, and these earrings if I can find them in case you're curious. But they have like a real daisy in them. You can tell because if you look at the back, it also has like the stem part. I don't know. Daisies are my favorite flowers, and I just thought that these were really fun for summer, so I wanted to show them to you. And the lippy that's on the chopping block today is this one from L'Oreal. I have another shade in this, and I love that shade, and I only love that shade in this formula. But this is the L'Oreal Rouge Signature Lightweight Matte Lip Stain, and this is the shade I choose. This is a really pretty color. I just don't know that it's overly unique to my collection. It's a lot like a liquid lipstick. I love the doe foot on here. It makes it really nice for application purposes, but I don't know that I need this color in this formula. So here's what it looks like. It is really pretty. But it is a matte lip stain. I do have this color, I feel like, in other formulas, like, I would have to guess that the Charlotte Tilbury Glowing Gen is kind of close to this. I know I have this shade, but I'm not for sure if I need it in this formula, so let's recap. Alright, so we had 6 products. I can tell you for sure that this Ulta Beauty foundation has got to go. I just don't like it. It doesn't look right on my skin. It sits on top. It looks patchy. It obviously wasn't the sponge. If the Beauty Blender can't blend it for me, then nothing can. So this one's out of here. Again, the concealer doesn't look horrible, if I'm being honest. I might keep this one around for a little bit longer and see, because this is a good summer shade. Yeah, I do think I'll keep this around for a little bit. Definitely keeping these 2 things, even though this blush is super scary. It is a really beautiful formula, and I think it looks nice. I mean, it's pink. It's definitely pink. But I like a blushy look, and I think this color is pretty, and I think it's going to be even more fun as we head into summer here. In fact, yes, the summer solstice is coming very soon. And then this highlighter, who knew? All this time I'm like, from the swatch, I'm like, there's no way that that's going to be light enough to show up as a highlight, but that is gorgeous. I might even like this better than my other one in Peach Glow, and I love a peachy highlighter. So I'm going to keep using this. And then the lip, I think I'll keep the lip too. I like the color. And I only have 3 liquid lipsticks, so I guess I'm not really in a hurry to declutter those 3. I'm really torn on this one from Lorac because I do really like how the eye look came out today. But do I think I'll reach for this teeny tiny palette to do this look again? I'm going to keep this for now. I did not do a very good job of decluttering anything today, did I? So I suppose that's not a bad thing. Out of 6 products, I'm for sure getting rid of 1. Yep, just the 1. I keep thinking and sitting here like, yeah, do I? I don't know. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Out of 6 products, I'm getting rid of 1 today. And the point of this video was not to get into a hardcore declutter. But these were the things that were sort of floating around in my head, like I should probably just declutter these. I never use them, or I've pulled them out of a declutter before, or things like that, and I still haven't used them. You know, in the case of this and this, I kind of counted them out before I ever really even put them on the face, so I'm glad that I did try those today. Definitely a bonus. I don't think the e.l.f. concealer looks as bad as I thought it did. Beauty Blender definitely helped, but I will say too that this number 7 Lift and Luminate finishing powder, I have mine in translucent light. This powder makes just about any concealer look good. So, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping this around for a little longer. If I'm gonna keep trying it, possibly use it, I mean, 16 hours, that's something I could use, especially during the summer. I'm pretty happy with the results of this little get ready with me today. Let me know down below, do you think I made the right decision? Does the blush scare you too, or am I the only one? And thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I always appreciate each and every single one of you. Everything will be listed in the description box below in case you are curious. And with all of that said, I hope you're staying safe and well and being kind to others. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful chopping block makeup days. Just kidding. Regular makeup days are fine. And I will see you in my next video real soon.